Hello, my name is Jim. Welcome to my BookTube channel about books and reading and stuff. Following the success of my A to J original tag, this will be my K to R original tag, a sequel. K is for King. In Black History Month we have Martin Luther King, Rodney King, Robert King, lots of kings. There's also Elvis, but these kings I'm talking about are royalty kings. What's your favourite book associated with royalty, either fact or fiction? This, The Girl King by Clothier, is about Tamar Mepe. Tamar Mepe was a Georgian queen, but they called her Mepe. Mepe is the title of a king because she ruled in her own right, like Queen Elizabeth I in England or Queen Victoria. Usually the word for queen in Georgian is Dedopali, and that queen is the wife of a king. But Tamar Mepe ruled in her own right. And this story, The Girl King, is about Tamar Mepe's reign. She reigned in the 12th century when Georgia was at its peak. Things went downhill after Tamar Mepe died. Benjamin Franklin, Mao Zedong, Casanova, Philip Larkin, what do they have in common? They all worked in libraries. They were all librarians. Do you have a favourite librarian? M is for magazines. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? Before the internet, I used to read magazines avidly. When I take a plane, I always read the in-flight magazines. But now, because the internet got up-to-date information, I don't read many magazines at all. This is an old one, Focus. This one, Auto Build. This is a Georgian magazine. I got this one because it had a free Ferrari. What magazines do you read? Carrying on from magazines, N is for news. Where do you get your news mostly? For me, my main source of news is BBC. The BBC news site on the internet. And I'll supplement the BBC website with other sources, sometimes Al Jazeera, sometimes CNN. There's a Georgian channel, Clothier, which is in Georgian, which I have a look at from time to time, but I have to use Google Translate to understand what it says. Oh, what's O for? Here I've got octopus and oboe. I can't give you a question about that. If you have any ideas about O, I'd like to know. This is like I in the last one. I don't have a prompt for O, so you can make your own question if you decide to do this tag. O is for
octopus. O is for orange.
P is for penguin. Do you have a favourite publisher? Q. Q is for queen and queer. Do you have a favourite LGBTQI plus author? I really like Sarah Waters. Fingersmith is one of my favourite books. This is a retelling of Oliver Twist in a way. It's about a pickpocket in London in the 19th century, but this pickpocket is a girl. R is for Russia. Russia is our difficult neighbour in the north. I live in the Republic of Georgia. There was a war with Russia in 2008. It's now a frozen conflict. 20% of Georgia is not controlled from the capital Tbilisi, but it's controlled by Russia. The breakaway regions of Abkhazia and Samchablo. But Russian literature is world-renowned. I'm reading Anna Karenina at the moment by Leo Tolstoy. Do you have a favourite novel or poem or writer from Russian literature? I know friends in Georgia, they hate the Russians because of the war, but they want to keep their Russian so they can continue to read Pushkin and Gogol, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, because the language is so beautiful. So that's it, that's my tag, my K to R tag. I won't be tagging anyone specifically. If this appeals to you, you can do this tag. You can either tell me in the comments below what your answers for these letters would be, or you can make a video and let me know about it, because I'd love to see what you make of this tag. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.